Now we're going to check out an incorrect summary of Elden Ring Shadows of the Erdtree War Pugs. And I'm hoping that everybody is having a good time. X in chat, like, honestly, if you had a good day today. If you're having a good day today, just let me know. If you need an explanation on things Elden Ring, Revelation is available to explain things. You watch some football. I didn't get a chance to watch the football game, actually. I'm actually shocked that the Detroit Lions are doing good in the NFL. Because for as long as I've been alive, the Detroit has been terrible. Like, all time. Like, of all time, it's been that way. You're part of a Helldivers faction called the Death Corps of Level Creek. That makes a lot of sense. Warpugs, we're going to get into this. Max0r is just one of those people who is molecularly bonded to his editor. I'm wondering how many people he's got in here. I know Sesinch is going to be in here. I'm pretty sure Mandalore is going to be here too. We're going to jump into this. If you're catching up with the videos of this after the live stream, all links are going to be in the description down below. Guys, let's have some fun. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Elden Ring.
Oh, it's restarted. Nice.
Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree,
yes,
is the newest and greatest installment in a series that I can only describe as the refined man's flagellation, recognized and infamous for having such straightforward story and gameplay that there are literally hundreds of YouTubers whose job it is to explain the things that happen in it. Now, suffice it to say, I'm going to be doing a lot of that today.
Okay.
But I can assure you, the accuracy of my statements are generally described as highly questionable at best, as I am currently being hunted in 39 kingdoms for crimes against information, taking place inside the brand new realm of Shadow, where the developers accidentally created an entire new game of content and pretended it was DLC.
Okay.
This novel expansion promises to deliver a whole new world of masochism and internal injury, all the while providing a generous serving of beautiful and breathtaking vistas at approximately the same rate as it scares the blood outside of your body. And you would be very surprised just how much one man can bleed. To explore this contrasting land of putrid possibilities, we play as the Tarnished.
The Tarnished.
One of many horrifying insults to God, who primarily fight their enemies by drinking a soda that sends your bones into attack mode. Finally sent to the Land of Shadow upon hearing the news that Mohg, Lord of Blood, has beaten the allegations and wishes to sue this blonde twink for defamation of character.
Okay.
All throughout the lands between, our enemies crave the sweet, merciful embrace of death.
Yes.
And for the delicious taste of finely crafted steel.
Yes.
This is the story of one such Tarnished who chose to heed their harrowing call, to challenge the authority of the very gods themselves, and to pursue the all-powerful Elden Ring.
Yes. I swear to God, he's one of the best editors I've ever seen, period, for anything, for any reason. This is awesome. Oh my God. He is literally the best at doing this kind of stuff. I swear to God. Repressed, man, thank you. Glad you're having a good night, my friend. A little glad I missed out on the cringe. Wanted to add maybe another Mythos to explore in the form of Fringe. It'd be fun to see what you think Walter Bishop is justified. How far would you go for somebody that you loved? Fringe. Is that a TV series or is that a game? Because I haven't heard of it as if it's a game. But I'm exploring, I'm actually going through. I have fully declared Battletech Tuesdays is now going to be a thing going forward. So every Tuesday we're going to be checking somebody out for Battletech. Next week it's going to be the actual primer on the clans from Text Talks. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But I'm thinking about making certain days, like static days for stuff. Maybe I'll be able to check out some things on the Fringe. I don't know. I don't know. Valk is here. Hello, Valk. It's a series by J.J. Abrams. Sci-fi it's a spiritual successor to X-Files. Okay. That would be...
check that out.
Yeah. That would be something to check out. I still watch X-Files. Anytime I have some time and it pops in my mind, I like watching X-Files. I had to chain the Hospitaller to start watching X-Files, and she started watching, and then she wanted to watch it all the time. We went through every season. I miss X-Files. Repress, thank you so much, dude. Let's get back into it. Appreciate it so much, you guys. Let's go.
Miquella the Kind spoke of many things. That the birth of a god oft requires sacrifice.
Yes.
And for each light that dawns, a shadow is cast in kind. Thus did he depart to the place cloaked eternal in twilight, in search of his birthright, his godhood. And now from you, I request something similar.
Okay.
To find the path sanctified by Miquella's stride.
Who is this? Is this the actual voice actress from the game? Or is this something else?
To venture with us to the lands of Shadow.
Shadow.
What
Raid. Shadow Legend.
the fuck are you talking about?
A land whose wonders shall never be put to song. Doomed to be forgotten evermore. Where the remnants of an ancient war suffer even still the indignities of defeat and the abandonment of victory. The land under the wings of the Dreadlord Vale. In the gaze of the beasts, once divine. And cloaked eternally in the ashes of Max0r's flame. All to follow in the footsteps of kindly Miquella, across all corners it may lead, to complete his journey, to witness his ascension. Go now, touch the withered arm.
Spirit Grave Plains.
So after being banished to the literal Shadow Realm, we take our first steps into the Spirit Grave Plains. The
Thank you, Repress. Last one I can do for that, but since the missus sounded interested, the series can be found on Max right now, and the show can be summed up in the clip, Don't give her false hope in season 1. Can be found on YouTube. Huh. So, there's something to do. I'd had to drag her away from her isekais, because she loves isekai animes and harem animes. Anything lewd, like I said. Anything lewd. Is because of her addiction to lewd anime that we watched Kill the Kill. And it was funny. Let's go. Thank you, Repressed, man. I really do appreciate it. Cottontail VA? Okay.
beautiful
I'll
and
have to check-
majestic site of a
I'll have to check
cataclysmic ancient war.
in the description.
Or more accurately, a cataclysmic ancient genocide.
Oh.
You see, I can use my inductive reasoning skills to
Okay.
deduce that, people died here. And
Really?
we are going to be adding to that total now.
Oh.
So this is the first enemy in the DLC, and a great choice for beginners. I really like the part where he just never stops pursuing you.
Greetings, Tarnished One. Your presence here is fortuitous,
Oh.
for I bear a burdensome quest of
Oh.
grave import.
Oh.
Should you be
Oh,
willing
oh,
to
fuck, wait a
undertake
second. Okay, so I have
Find the
greatly
source
misinterpreted his
benefits
acro range.
Yep. Fox Charleston, bud.
This guy is really interested.
Have
in
not
figuring
watched
the lore.
Gurren Lagann.
Okay, motherfucker, I'm gonna take you out. It's not looking good. Now, seeing as my physical safety is currently an open question, we have to equip ourselves with brand new threads every single time I walk into a new place. Yes, I am going to keep the jar on during sex. It comforts me. And my...
Why? Fucking why? Steven Chosen, thanks, bud. We haven't had turkey today, but happy Thanksgiving to you, bud. We haven't had turkey today. We're gonna have it Saturday. Thank you, bud. Oh my
Hunting a
god.
homeless man to death in the woods where no one will hear me scream. This enables us to explore and investigate all kinds of new and amazing structures that distinctly alter how and where the game is going to kill you, as well as shaping our interactions with the various local wildlife.
Yes.
I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to be eaten alive.
We've got hot dogs. Every second of his life is spent in torment. Fucking Big Bird, apparently. The, what? I feel like I'm fighting a fucking Twitch emote. And of course the, Dread Army of Eternal Pursuit. Thus the Covenant of Fate is bound and your doom inexorable. This shit is lagging my game a lot. He is the lag monster. Yes, he is the lag monster.
His main attack is heating up your CPU.
My computer thanks me for rendering this every day. Wandering erratically in a given direction, we probably take shelter in a random cave, only to realize that that was a horrible mistake, and that this is no random cave. Oh god. But, oh god. What the fuck is that thing? Okay, so I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. The jars are people. We've been killing people this entire time.
Okay.
Probably babies too. You can never unlearn this information, and honestly, I would fucking do it again. Like my brother in Christ. You firebomb Renala's preschool. Do you think anything is going to faze me at this point? See, kids, this is what happens to your body when you smoke pot. I cast Deathlight on myself. Oh, please, not the jar. Anything but the jar. I don't think you know the implications of that one, Elden Ring. Miyazaki's into some freaky shit.
Oh,
Exiting the
no.
confines of the Cobalt Mines with the status of the extremely cracked out monkey boss still in debate. For the Simian race
Why
knows
has
not
he
the
got
authority
the
of God's
storm
light.
in the
We make our way
background?
far to the west, venturing beyond the border of the grassland, before setting foot upon the majestic steps of Belleroth,
Ooh.
Scorched City of Umbral Secrets, Cursed Camp of Forgotten Grace, and First Legacy Dungeon of the DLC.
Okay.
Which unfortunately means that this is the easiest dungeon of the DLC.
Yay.
Please keep that in mind when you're fighting the giant scorpions.
Will do.
As a review best of
I fucking love this guy. I swear to God. Why did the scorpion sound like an anime character?
this troublesome tale, it's up to us to investigate exactly what happened to Belleroth and why it was incredibly
right
funny.
here.
Following in the footsteps of Nikolai as he gets lost for the next 40 minutes and accidentally ends up inside the sewer system. Miyazaki designs my favorite Indian burial grounds.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm still here doing. I'm an idiot.
Green Giant was never the same after he visited Chernobyl.
Getting back to the site of grace in a very green fashion, we decide to visit my grandma because she is old and has dementia.
Okay.
Who are you? What are your kind doing here?
I'm your grandson, silly.
Your kin burned Belleroth, burnt it all until naught remains but ash. 1,000 curses upon your kin.
Okay.
1,000 curses.
Oh,
of
you're
a
so
rotten
funny, Grandma.
fate.
I'll be seeing you later then.
Nice.
That's a lot of spiders.
These are scorpions, Reese. They're
No,
geniuses.
stop! Carl, don't move.
Okay. Oh, thanks for telling me not to move. There was a spider. There was a scorpion jump scare up there.
That's a good clip right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so this enemy just doesn't fuck around. He's got a moveset that's pretty fast. Not really sure how you're supposed to deal with that, but okay. hey guys, can you come over here for a sec? I think I found a secret. I love the vomit pit. I'm such a big fan of the vomit pit.
I love going to Chuck E. Cheese. I love the vomit pit filled with
Oh, cool. It's the severed hand weapon.
Yay.
Nothing touches the heart faster. I say as I rip open your chest cavity.
Ooh.
That guy's got a fucked up name, by the way. We gotta put this guy. We gotta put this guy out of his misery. We just gotta fucking kill this guy. Yeah, just fuck him up with hamburgers.
I sense a tone shift.
Oh, horn-decked beast, from higher sphere delivered. Awake, O terror, by the gods' decree endeavored. Purge the filth with thy wrath and fury rend.
Okay.
Dance and cavorts, cleanse all thou may. Their bones, their flesh are thine to flay. Thou hast trespassed for the final time.
So she does remember.
It's horse. Oh, okay. Stephen, thanks. It took me 4 days to beat the DLC's final boss in the first NG when my level was in the 350s. Jesus! Oh my god! Oh. Oh man, I'm lightheaded now. So she does remember. Oh my god.
Welcome everyone to the first major boss of the DLC, Divine Beast Dancing Lion, who is not an actual lion, but are in fact two very coordinated people inside of a big suit.
Yes.
Presumably so they can sneak into a movie theater.
Right.
Somebody is like grabbing him with the Gmod physics gun and attached a couple thrusters to him.
Dancing Lion is the perfect introduction to this game's DLC bosses, both functioning as a difficult challenge for the player and also as a massive warning sign, because this shit is not going to get any easier for you. I am having difficulties killing Mr. Beast. Perhaps you should make real videos like mine. Starting out the fight in Phase 1, the Divine Beast is actually a very manageable foe, offering us a pretty decent hurdle in terms of timing and aggression, but a less decent hurdle when it comes to his incredibly funny cameramancy. This, however, is merely a glimpse into what fearsome and frightening assaults lie just around the corner. And after a brief yet exhilarating bout, Divine Beast finally enters Phase 2 by channeling the power of the entire atmosphere, gaining access to 3 related yet distinct elemental phases, each one an absolute wrecking ball to both my health bar and this video's bitrate. With the lightning phase adding a great deal of range and aftershocks, the frost phase adding big stumps and punishing damage, and the storm phase adding in 50 tornado sirens. Jesus Christ, I'm fighting the fucking Avatar. Going from an ostensibly straightforward battle to a ruthlessly engaging and unpredictable gauntlet, switching between all manner of elements to keep you on your toes while giving you precious few moments to breathe or reciprocate. Because by the time you've gotten used to an element, he is already switching to the next one.
Yay.
Greatly compounding even further into the fight when the Divine Beast shifts into a medley of every element back to back, forcing you to flee in abject terror while the boss channels the power of the 4 elements. And
Right.
number 2 will shock you. So despite and because of this chaos, Divine Beast's Dancing Lion is an absolutely peak fight, balancing out explosive violence with a myriad of openings, each one gated by the guesses and gambles that you are willing to take. And I just so happen to be very bad at the casino.
I am so glad I never got into this game because, my God, this looks like it would give me a seizure, at the same time a stroke, at the same time a heart attack from pure rage. I swear to God, he's the best editor. There you go. Good God.
So after defeating our enthusiastic celebration of Chinese New Year, we ascend to the very peak of Bellerot's Twisted Tower, bathed in the stunning presence of the Shadow Tree, climbing with bated breath its sweeping stairs before finally reaching the mailbox. How did you get a letter up here?
Tarnished. I hope this letter reaches thee unscathed.
Okay.
For it would be treacherous if that weird lion downstairs woke up. Beyond the tower sealed by shadow lies a place known as the Gates of Divinity.
Oh.
Surely, this is the ultimate goal of kindly Mikola. And thus, if we are united in common cause, it is there that we must head.
I don't know you.
Follow the crosses of Mikola East to the grim castle of Ensis.
Thank you, Steven. You get the heart attack first before the DLC. Okay.
And beyond
Thanks,
there,
bud.
to the Shadow
It's good.
Keep.
It's good to get these things
Surely,
lined out.
It is there that our answers lie. I await an audience with thee, should fate follow thy arrival.
Oh.
Love you, Pookie Bear.
So after entering the Mushroom Kingdom and receiving a letter from Bowser, we decide to take a break from our DLC duties by pushing the character creator to its absolute limits beyond the boundaries of God and man.
Okay.
He's just so beautiful, like a sunrise over the crashing waves. Because, as it turns out, my sponsor GamerSubs, wandering merchant of the energy drinks, literally allows me to slander them by creating funny builds and characters based on each of their terrifying flavors.
Nice.
And ever since then, have been begging me to stop. So if you want to know more about how to get energy delivered at a low price, this might not be the right video. Okay, so the first thing on our list is going to be, lean, which definitely does not depict President Joe Biden on it, because if they did, they would receive an actual cease and desist letter from the Department of Homeland Security. It would be really bad if that hypothetically happened. Raw meat.
Oh my God.
Going to be a bit of a big boy today. Has a lot of meat inside of him.
Yes.
I'm taking that to the extreme, by the way. This man has no room for bones. AFK sleep support. Going to be using an arcane sleep build. He doesn't actually do any damage because of his lack of negative side effects. Not really sure what you're supposed to do with this one, honestly. The official Max0r Cup, who is unfortunately invisible because you do not know what it looks like yet. Stay tuned.
Thank you, Weird. You get massive pain glow just from painting. Imagine playing this game. Yeah, no doubt. Like playing playing games alone, just using the mouse and doing stuff like that. Like, these fingers will go numb some days. Editing actually begins to hurt after a while. I mean, my God. Can we recommend you? Are you clearing up the long request today? Troy, what I'm doing is earlier today we checked out the newest thing from Bruva Alpha Busa, and then we're checking out this, and I'm going to check the time after we get done with this one and make a determination from there on if I'm going to keep on going or not. But we'll see. We will see. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it. You just got done cleaning up after hosting Thanksgiving? Oh, yeah. That's all. hosting the first time is always hectic and hair loss inducing. I'm just saying.
For updates on this guy. And last but not least, we have code Max0r with 0 for 10% off GamerSupps purchases, who has a lot of stamina because he is just so healthy.
Yes.
You can find him inside the description of the video. Just please do not tell GamerSupps
Val,
that I'm
what
making
did you
this.
do?
It's going to be our little secret from now on. Moving on across the Great Bridge to the Grand Castle of Enzis. We immediately get distracted with random caves because this game has content again. Can I just blow up the fucking... You know the item is going to be good when it's placed next to 20 explosives.
Yes!
So we make our way over to the scariest location in the entire game.
Lovely.
Featuring a wide variety of hilarious jump scares and funny skeleton boss fights. What the fuck kind of crack they got in the Paris catacombs? You know the item is going to be good when it's placed next to the giant bloodstain. Okay, look, I get this game is supposed to be hard, but
oh my God,
I
Steven.
can't iframe the ceiling. So after spending 35 hours in the ball-crushing facility, we decide to head south to one of Elden Ring's characteristic, extremely high thermostat dungeons.
Yay!
Where the boiling magma can best be described as a minor inconvenience. Me enjoying the coolest summer for the rest of my life. Yeah, lava in Elden Ring is just like, not a big deal apparently.
Not a
the
big
water's
deal
fine,
at
guys,
all.
I don't know what you're complaining about. What?
Vile Bale!
Is this homeless man okay?
My contempt for you is nigh but poetic.
Oh.
Like that of the great American novel, Moby Dick.
Do you need a hospital?
Just you wait, for I, Egon, will be progressing just south of this very
Oh, thanks for the directions, man. Following in the footsteps of the nearest homeless man, we blindly and uncritically follow his directions straight into 4 hours of hidden content.
Okay.
This is going to be a theme in the future, including his directions that tell us to jump directly into a bottomless pit. That is false advertising.
It's true.
Egon gave me some crazy fucking edibles. It was around this time that the game began subtly suggesting to me that I may wish to come back at a later time.
Yes.
And I chose to ignore it.
Why not?
Oh, this isn't a good place to be. Welcome back, Kaled. We missed you. It's almost as if the game was specifically trying to prevent me from getting here. I just can't get over the fucking... It looks like a joke. Welcome back, Godskin
Oh my
Noble.
God,
we missed
Steven.
you. We got some crazy lore implications right here. Really can't wait for the VOD video on this one. Oh.
Speaking of which, I need to check out some more VOD videos. I need to check some more of that out to get some more Elden Ring lore under my belt. I need to do this.
Is he okay? Does he need a fucking aspirin?
Tarnished one.
Oh God.
Hi.
Do you hunger for the soul of a dragon? For communion with the beating heart of a beast?
Those are kind of expensive, lady.
Then, in exchange for your soul offered to the Drake Flames, I will offer you power. Far beyond what you can imagine. Greater than even the... Are you listening to me?
What?
Never mind, fuck it.
Girl's implying that she actually had to ask. Heading on further over the dragon's extremely detailed feet, this is Miyazaki's vision, guys. You can't make fun of it. We are greeted by the beautiful and enthralling landscape of the southern coast.
Oh, yay.
Realm of contrasting colors and majestic saffron shores. Except the landscape here isn't actually yellow. I'm just fucking with you. Filling our hearts with a profound sense of astonishment and amazement. Holy shit, what is this? Oh, there's a blue area. Oh my God, it's fucking too fort. This is a really beautiful place to die in. Can't wait to see what amazing enemies live in this Oh God, not you again. This is the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. We need to leave. Welcome to the Southern Coast.
Yay!
A land comprised of many distinct areas, each with their own unique and stunning color schemes.
Yay!
Including but not limited to the Crimson Countryside,
The Crimson
the
Cringe.
Max0r Abode, the Funny Finger Family, and of course the secret green area that no one will tell you about. This one is a Max0r video exclusive. Moving on through the red part of the map while ignoring the various color combinations, we decide to take shelter in the local torture dungeon where we can find the undisputed best item in the entire game.
More jar torture. We're here for that.
3.
The ability to scream. We did this for like 10 minutes. Just do what I do when I have problems. Oh, okay, so this is the, this is the boss? Oh, no. I am really intimidated right now. This man's got confidence. Now, out of every horrifying area that we've seen...
I will say this. The landscapes in this are absolutely beautiful. The landscapes in this are absolutely beautiful. Am I still up, guys? Did something happen to the stream? Oh boy. Let me see. I need to play it now. No, I don't.
In this game, the Southern Coast definitely takes the cake in terms of visual splendor, consistently capturing the player's imagination and attention to the detriment of everything else. There are so many beautiful things to see around here, and the only thing that could make it better was if all of them didn't want to kill me.
Yay!
Usually with a very intense immediacy. It's a monkey.
Oh my god!
You okay, man? You look kinda... I appear to have made a friend. So after engaging in a great deal of monkey business, we ride...
If I was a games developer, I would literally give him the beta for anything that I had and ask him to make a video on it prior to the damn thing going live, because he would be better PR than anybody I could get my hands on.
To the east of the Cerulean Coast, past the glowing cross where Mikola abandoned his foreskin or something. I don't know, I'm not a lore expert. And pacing along the beach with a suspicious amount of fingers before finally reaching our mysterious destination.
Okay.
And immediately wanting to go back. I am okay with allowing it to remain mysterious.
Holy Jesus Christ! What is all this?
It's the Finger family. We found the Finger family, dude.
Yay!
What?
These are the Finger Ruins, where Miyazaki, uncontent with his weird foot fetish, has decided to move on to the next best thing. And even more disturbing than that, these ruins are exclusively occupied by the funny suckmen, who I spent 40 minutes getting sucked by, because this area is just so difficult. Oh my god! What the fuck are you? That is not normal.
No.
I'm just going to forget this place ever existed. Committing to the bit has led me to places that I would not go with a gun. Heading on over to the southernmost edge of the Cerulean Coast, or hypothetically, some other color, we encounter this mysterious giant hole, which, upon further investigation, goes into the ground. Boom! Why is his scream so lifelike? And after a considerable fault in navigation, we descend further into the arcane abyss before finally revealing the secrets within. Fissure Depths, domain of remarkable revelations and sleepy subterfuge, full of
Elden Ring's DLC is getting nominated for Game of the Year. Damn.
enemies that want nothing more than to give us a nice nap for the rest of our lives.
Yay!
As well as the immortal footprints of the Empyrean Mikola forever inscribed on this enduring cross. I abandon here my love. Yeah, Mikola, I've been there too. I wish I could throw Stephanie into a giant pit. Okay, actually though, that is genuinely concerning. Like, can I have it? This is the EP zone. You can tell because of how relaxing it is, especially when it comes to the giant slug ASMR. This is just genuinely unpleasant to hear. But you know what isn't relaxing? Literally everything else. I am here significantly before I'm supposed to be. Heading further into the mangled mausoleum, we uncover a new weapon with a new status effect called Eternal Sleep, which, in my personal experience, can be applied to most weapons. So after experimenting with a lot of opiates at the hands of the local drug dealers, we encounter a sedated sorority of animals, engaged together in a sleepover so good that they will never wake up again. And I'm gonna say what nobody else is willing to say. America has a fentanyl crisis. Is your first fucking instinct
just... Why? Why did he sneak that in?
To kill all the sleeping animals, dude? Like...
If I can target it, it needs to die.
Holy shit. Blindly accepting the advice of the last guy who died trying, we jump directly into the gaping abyss with absolutely no regard for the consequences. Is he okay? Eventually leading us to the foundation of the Fissure Depths, and in turn, the Putrescent Knight. Welcome back, Tree Sentinel. We missed you. This boss is pretty hilarious, not because he holds his attacks until the heat death of the universe, although he does do that, but rather, being a literal skeleton riding his own skin, Putrescent Knight has a habit of moving away from you during his only attack windows. And also, he's fucking horrifying. No matter what I do, I just cannot seem to hit him, in the same way that I just cannot seem to interpret what I'm currently looking at. This is what happens to your horse when he survives the glue factory. That is not okay. Mom said it's my turn to do the attack combos. Overall, Putrescent Knight truly represents the southern coast, both in terms of its intrinsic beauty and its congenital terror, especially considering the fact that you aren't supposed to go here yet, and the game spent at least 2 hours trying to tell me that. This is all to say that I have dug my grave far too deep to climb out now, and the irony of this setting is not lost on me.
Horse slain.
Tarnished, do you grow weary of this life? Longing to shelter from suffering with eternal sleep?
You know, honestly, I wasn't before, but, then I looked at you.
Am I tarnished in my juicy nectar, in the velvet embrace of Saint Trina? Will you lie at peace forever?
That just kills you. I guess it was just all a dream. What a lovely NPC, honestly. So after unfortunately suffering an overdose at the hands of the local drug dealers, we decide to head instead to the craggy landscape of the Jagged Peak, which is in fact where I was supposed to go in the first place. A sinister and looming feature of the landscape visible from almost every location. Rumored dwelling of forces most malicious, and home to the funniest wildlife thus seen in the lands between. With our first example being the Jagged Peak Drake, which, despite being a fairly rudimentary fight that we have done 15 times already, implies the existence of a Jagged Peak Josh. I'm just gonna not play this one, honestly. Riding further east along this mountain's broken bluffs and sharp stones, we navigate this dismal and desolate terrain, wondering what stunning content lies just ahead. Only to find 2 more of the exact same dragon, prompting me to immediately terminate my playthrough.
Oh, it's Jagged Peak Drake again. And he's fighting Jagged Peak Josh.
At least I don't have to play the game now. It's almost as if the game was specifically trying to prevent me from getting here. God damn it, not this guy again.
It's the homeless man.
In my unyielding state of rage, you've made me forget the name of the whale in that book.
It's called Moby Dick.
Damn you, Bale! Drake Warrior. Mighty Drake Warrior.
Oh
I
my
prefer
God.
Kendrick personally.
Upon the top of this rotten peak lies a dragon most foul.
Most foul.
A dragon who has thus confounded me.
It is Moby Dick.
Rotten, vile, damnable Bale, king of the jagged mountain. Slay Bale, slay him with me.
Okay.
And feast on his heart.
You know what? I'm just not gonna tell you now. So after listening to the ramblings of a homeless man for the 7th time today, we ascend sharply up the mountain, filled with a new sense of motivation and purpose, further and greatly emphasized by the hilarious string of Looney Tunes obstacles. Oh my god, it's the best fight in the entire game! The 15th dragon!
Yay!
I'm so grateful they put this here instead of anything else. Fleeing further upwards, surpassing the realm of geographical possibility, we are carried beyond the height of anything seen until now, to a path covered in naught but rugged rocks and ridiculously violent weather.
Why is the sky on fire?
It's a gender reveal party, before finally rising to the mighty summit of the
Oh my god, so... When I lived out in Reno, when I first started this channel, we didn't see the sun for 6 months because there were wildfires in Japan, in California that were just, oh man, it was so much smoke. And it started to clear up. And then some idiots decided, let's do a gender reveal party in the drought and fire off fireworks into the desert. What could go wrong? Well, a lot of things went wrong. Thank you, assholes. I couldn't see the stop sign down the road. Thank you, Troy. The homeless guy bought the new Jaguar. Him mad. that commercial was so stupid. It was so stupid. It was just dumb. I didn't even know what they were trying to market me.
Dragon Peak, where we will await the entrance
Thank you,
of
Weird.
a mighty foe.
Oh. It's another dragon.
Curse you, Bale! I hereby vow you will rue this day, for we have come to hunt thee, Bale, your fears made flesh. For I will riddle with holes your rotten eye.
Okay.
Hail of harpoons, with every last drop of my being.
Am I even supposed to be here? Here we are, finally fighting Bale the Dread, Twisted King of the Jagged Mountain, or more accurately, watching Egon fight Bale for us. And he's doing a really good job so far. Now, if you weren't already disregarding me as an accurate guide, then let this fight be a lesson to you. Because you are definitely not supposed to win this yet, and I definitely don't care. Genuinely just raw dog this guy for like 4 hours straight.
Miyazaki wants the epileptics in the audience to just die in real life.
God.
Bale the Dragon has a dreadful arsenal of attacks, each one requiring their own reactions and responses, with a consistently small margin of error that will keep you guessing for a very long boss fight, and some of the funniest damage that a nuclear weapon is capable of, including but not limited to swipe attacks, grab attacks, extremist attacks, and a significant amount of the color orange. Making for a battle that is as beautifully chaotic as it is violently explosive. Because Lord knows this boss fight has plenty of that.
You shall know fear yet.
Egon, can you, like, shut the fuck up soon? This battle truly feels like an epic hunt against the likes of a terrifying beast, with a mesmerizing barrage of blows whose haunting splendor can only be matched by their daunting power, especially when the majority of attacks take out half of my health bar. They got everything right in regards to both presentation and gameplay. But what I didn't anticipate was that they expect the same out of you, putting our patience to the ultimate test while making for a challenge that is so good I forgot that I handicapped myself. You know what, Egon? You can have this one. To put it simply, each moment spent with Bale the Dread is a thrilling dance between life and death, filled to the brim with the desolation of bitter defeat, alongside the thrill of glorious victory.
Yay!
And I made sure to enjoy every single second of it, as long as it fucking takes.
I know, the soundtrack is awesome. Nice. Nice.
That took me 20 hours to make. Hey there guys, Max0r here. Big fan of the concept of music. And as a result of the deal that I made with a wizard...
That's what Egon says in the boss fight. Also what a Jaguar do. They made this really, really weird commercial. And if you weren't told that Jaguar made it, you wouldn't know that it was a Jaguar commercial. It was just really odd. It had people dressed up in like just really weird costumes, like just really weird clothes. It didn't have a point. It was just dumb. It was somebody paid ad money for the equivalent of putting a jar of, like, you could put a jar of Nutella on the screen for 30 seconds, and I know more about Jaguar than I did from this commercial. Only with a jar of Nutella, I'd be hungry, versus the way that Jaguar did the commercial, and my brain was kind of collapsing trying to figure out what I was watching. I'm just saying, it was so weird that it just didn't make any sense. It just did not make sense at all. Like, people were wearing, like, weird, like, we'll watch it after this. But, my God, it was so ridiculous. And I still didn't know what I was being advertised. Like, what are you advertising right now? Moving on.
I am morally obligated to alert you that the song you just heard, and this song, and this song, was all made by a special artist and friend of the channel, Cthulhu Seeker.
Yay!
That is a crazy composer name, who primarily makes covers that sound like sex with Jesus feels. How is this legal to use? And if you happen to be a fan of a game called Elden Ring, which, you know, maybe, then you may be interested in his entire album of synthwave covers specifically for this game, on an actual vinyl record and cassette tape, available in the description store now. Please buy it. It would sound really good if I owned anything. Also, he recently did the exact same thing for an obscure game called Dark Souls 3.
Oh.
So if you're a fan of the music in this video, and also 2 previous videos, take a look at Cthulhu Seeker.
Yay!
His stuff can be found in the description.
It will be in the description below, guys.
So after defeating the vile, loathsome Bale on behalf of the now vaporized Captain Ahab, we move on to the Sphere Grave Plains once again, continuing across the Grey Bridge to the Grand Castle of Ensis. They're very nice people if you get to know them. An impressive and imposing structure standing in the path of the Shadow Keep beyond. And also where I was supposed to go in the first place, but for real this time.
Yay!
Very easy to get distracted in this game. Castle Ensis is a bit of a weird location, and a great way to tell new players that it is time to stop playing now, featuring many twists and turns with the distinct architectural vibes of the once populated Academy of Raya Lucaria, the fate of which I am not currently aware of. Except this time featuring so many impaled corpses that it began to destroy my computer. And the 15 particle effect throwers are not fucking helping right now. Here we can acquaint ourselves with the numerous cracked out enemies strewn about these puzzling paths, as well as the population of the starving dog pit. Every single castle has to have one. Making note of its many nuances, right before those nuances, make note of us. I swear to God this guy can be the final boss of this game. You know, I would normally say that this place is pretty cool, but then I found out that they were Redditors. So unfortunately, I have resigned myself to kill everyone inside this goddamn castle, and then move on to the next logical target. Erratically moving onwards in the vague direction of the exit, and acquainting ourselves with the classical carrion hospitality. Only I am allowed to heal. That is illegal. We ascend to the very center of the Dread Fortress, and consequently to the formidable Twin Moon Knight. R'hllana Twin Moon Knight is the very confusingly named Rude Awakening for players of all strides who, in their hubris and pride, thought they would be able to experience the game they bought. Bet you're feeling pretty silly right now. This boss has every single trait that you could possibly consider difficult, with extreme aggression, incredible mobility, an astonishing amount of variation, and to top it all off, just enough magic to make you feel uncomfortable. Meticulously designed in every aspect to induce an instinctive, primordial panic response, and then immediately punish you for it. With the majority of attacks ending with an optional combo extension, which itself can also be extended, so on and so forth.
Lovely.
Like, holy shit, dude, please relax for a second. Proving definitively that the most threatening bosses in the game are not dragons, giants, or lions, but are in fact 9-foot-tall women. What did Miyazaki mean by this? Sorry about what happened to your sister, by the way, and your nieces. The divorce really hit this family hard. So after a long series of lessons on how not to be so terrible, Rolana finally enters phase 2 by buffing herself in the coolest way that I've ever seen, which, on top of giving her an excessive amount of fiery fury and magic mavings, enables her to use her ultimate signature carrion sorcery. Her massive balls. Yeah, so this fight's gonna take me a second. I have never had so much fun getting obliterated.
This is actually kind of... everything... Okay, so this is the one thing I gotta say about this. This is the one thing I gotta say about this series of games. I have never seen a more beautifully, beautifully crafted set of enemies, of landscapes, anything like this. It's all done so well. The models in this game, the environments, it's just insane. Princess slain. Skadu Altus.
So, you've made it after all. Then I welcome you most dearly to the land of Shadow Altus. Golden.
All right, Vanjie, you have a nice night, bud.
And yet, eternally marked by our sin.
Yes.
Look over there, Pookie Bear.
Please stop saying that.
To the north lies a fortress known as the Shadow Keep. An oppressive, towering citadel of a war long won. Or long lost. Though, were it not for the charm that kindly Mikola has placed upon me, I too would rip your heart out and kill you.
Oh, okay.
What?
It is how I show affection, honey. Your objective, as is mine, is to enter the confines of the Black Keep, climbing its tallest palisades and reaching the very heart of darkness.
Okay.
Max0r the Impaler lies in its darkest goon cave, waiting for the embrace of a mother.
I love the fact she couldn't get to the end of that line.
Never return. He is what is required for us to reach kindly Mikola, for us to witness the power of a living god, for us to finally officiate our marriage.
Excuse me, lady?
Kindly Mikola was thee who shipped us tarnished. It must happen.
What?
You cannot fix me. And I want at least 12
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna work on the key thing now.
Oh yeah. This isn't gonna end with a stalking thing. It's not gonna end with a stalking thing at all. It's not gonna be terrifying whatsoever.
Welcome everyone to the scarred and radiant landscape of Skadu. It's pronounced Shadow Altus. A beautiful domain of golden glades and horrifying hollows, punctuated occasionally by the gigantic bear attacks.
Yay!
Because we have done a very bad job of preventing forest fires. A place well kept within the shadows of the Shadow Keep, and most importantly, fabled home of the ancient and revered technique of beating the shit out of people with your bare hands.
Yay!
And no, I do not mean the actual bare hands.
Oh,
That
okay.
is different, apparently.
Okay.
I would genuinely be embarrassed if I was killed by this. Like, imagine dying to a bear.
The dirt circle won't stop that monster! I'm running for my life!
It's Volibear.
Heading to the north,
Nice.
we come across this secret cave, leading us to a secret path, very, very far to the east, to the extent that it is disturbing, before finally reaching the headwaters of the Scorpion River, which is seemingly called that for no particular reason. This is the most horrifying thing I've seen in my life, and is home to a fan-favorite selection of enemies here on tour from the charming land of Caelid.
Yay!
Everyone's favorite enemies.
Yes, it's the cum shrimps.
Just
Wait.
don't go to the Scorpion River.
Wait, what?
And definitely don't go to the funny Deathblight catacombs that were extremely bugged in co-op.
Oh, you gotta be.
Oh my fucking god. Bro is not okay.
Let's do
No.
What the fuck? Squidward, if you get blasted, we are going to die.
What makes you say that?
You guys are freaking out over nothing. What the hell you gotta be afraid of in here? Always happy to help, buddy. Shadow Altus is home to many a mysterious location, with some of the highlights including such scenes as the big fort with a giant dead body pit. But to get to my favorite location in these luminous landscapes, we must head below the buried ruins of Morth and emerge deep within the confines of the very normal village with a minor obsession with arts and crafts, second only to their obsession with sharpening their tools as much as humanly possible. Watch, he's gonna do it again. There he goes. Oh, there he goes again. Okay, he's getting some space. Why? Sharpening the sword.
Yes.
He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's gonna make sure his sword is.
Yeah.
Gotta love me some of that lore-accurate kitchenware. So after a few minutes of watching a bunch of naked men straight up Jorget, we follow the bridge northwards through the darkest forest in all of Skadu Altus, dodging a series of
Teleton, what's up, bud? It's been a bit.
Familiar encounters before finally finding ourselves
Hey, Galaxy.
approaching the cathedral
Welcome
of
back, bud.
Max0r.
Max0r, yes.
So here we have a wonderful selection of NPC companions, such as the mentally stable man, who, if you so choose, leads you down an unsettling questline, whose purpose is to reveal the secret truth hidden just beyond the stars, eventually unveiling the dark underlying reality sitting within the very heart of the deformed finger dimension. What the fuck are they putting in Japan's drinking water? We also have this cool guy named, he's Sauron. It's literally just Sauron.
Yeah, it looks like it.
How am I supposed to take this seriously? So after our incredible meeting with the Finger family final boss, we decide to head to the north of Skadu Altus, riding through the ominous Black Gate and into the very, very long tunnel, before finally emerging within the confines of the Shadow Keep. Dark fortress of eternal occupation.
Hooray!
Oppressive hold of Max0r the Impaler.
Yay!
And specifically the very bottom of the Shadow Keep. This is just like a genuinely massive game. Like, can I have my life back, please? Now, Shadowkeep is actually accessible from two completely different angles. The side entrance, beginning in the Church District, leads both high above this tower's soaring walls and down below to a variety of beautiful and diverse ways to die, each of which I will be returning to when I remember to do them. And the main entrance, starting with a steep ascent, leads us into the depths of the Citadel itself. But in order to access this rambunctious route, we have to first prove ourselves against the randomly placed hippo exhibit.
Oh my god.
No evil fortress is complete without one.
Oh, what? Is that a hippo?
Yeah, they just keep a hippo in the basketball court, dude.
Yeah, why not?
It's Supersonic the Hedgehog.
I was about to say it's a porcupine hippo. That's a horrible day.
As you can probably tell by this point, Shadowkeep is not so much of a fortress or castle, as much as it is an insane version of Lanedale. And that was an entire metropolitan area, with numerous complex interconnected paths leading both outside the castle and within.
Yes.
And outside the castle, and within again. It's really hard to tell if you're getting lost. Welcome to the evil place where all of the bad people live, as opposed to Skadu Altus, which only contains very nice people in it.
Yes,
Here we can familiarize
Volibear.
ourselves with Shadowkeep's many distinct locations, and subsequently its very distinct residents, which can range from a series of unique and challenging Fire Knights, all the way over to the paraplegic gravity wizard riding a pig, which I thought was a pretty fun fight, and would be even more enjoyable if I remembered how I got here. Every single copy of Elden Ring is personalized, and this one is trying to give me a stroke.
Nice.
Miyazaki intended for him to move at that speed.
Troy, this is what men need to do to get a date these days. Oh God, it's difficult out there. It's difficult out there, guys. It's difficult.
It is
Thank you, Troy. The things you have to do. My God.
Rolling further onward at an appropriate speed, we progress further into the Black Bastion by ascending into the Specimen Storehouse, an amazing and aloft archive containing all of the charismatic megafauna that Max0r the Impaler was very nice to, which is why everyone in Bellerot was so welcoming to me. This area is extremely confusing, almost as confusing as my video structure, with some paths guiding us high above this looming library, eventually culminating in the discovery of a secret elevator, one that takes us all the way back down to Skadualtis again. So that's how I got here. While others lead to some incredibly important lore revelations.
Tarnished, you're finally here.
Oh.
I have a secret plot twist to tell you that will surely have great
God damn it, not
story
you guys again.
I
just want to have a conversation, man.
The late Lord mode.
How would this many people following me? I blame you for this. This is it, guys. This is the joke that I've been setting up the entire video.
Okay.
It's time for us to climb the giant feet. This is a mandatory part of the level. Miyazaki wanted this for you.
Why are you laughing, Max?
Oh, you don't want to know, man. It is a From Software secret. Okay, so it turns out that the bats can't actually hit you so long as you remain in the fetal position. The only problem with this strategy is that you can never escape. This is just my life now. Hot jump scare. Therapy isn't enough, man. He needs to be shot.
Nice. Excellent chat. This is amazing, guys. This is so damn cool. I swear Max0r is quite literally the best editor on YouTube. Excellent chat, man. Hello.
Thou'rt tarnished, it seemed.
I'm a snake.
Please don't pay attention to him.
Who are you?
I'm a snake.
See, you did it again. I don't like that. But if one so bereft of light must know the name of his demise, then let it be so.
Okay.
For in the words of Mother Marika, was my crusade ordained. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Max0r's flame.
Max0r the Impaler, Grim King of the Shadowlands, and the world's most unfortunate incel, trapped in the darkness of his goon cave, is here to show us that those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Max0r's flame. Or so he tells us every single time we die to him. And at this point he seems kind of bored of it. This is the only major boss fight in the game where the first phase is harder than the second, with most of his moves acting as very thorough explanations. Autism be damned, my man can cook a fucking shish kebab. You see, on a fundamental level, Max0r is both extremely simple and quite complicated. Simple in that we are fighting a straightforward duel with an intuitive yet rapid moveset, and complicated in that every single attack is its own unique psychological torment, demanding and necessitating a great deal of discipline, where even the slightest hint of panic immediately results in death. This guy just does not know when to stop. It is actually getting funny at this point. Almost always engaging us in extremely long combos where every other attack is laced with gunpowder.
Good
if the player
God.
is able to dodge his excessive onslaught, Max0r offers generous and ample openings, sometimes in the middle of mix-ups, before winding up another flurry and beginning the process all over again. Which is, of course, assuming that the combo is actually going to end. Max0r, you need to put that snake away. There are children here.
I'm a snake. Shut the fuck
With hilarious belligerence and range that is not to be underestimated, combined with a large and varying skill set, this boss makes for a fight that is as beautifully fun as it is incredibly sleek. Max0r has the oppression of Renala, the spectacle of Bale, the good looks and charm of Rykard, and the smoothness of Radigan, all coming together in this one ridiculous battle that I genuinely cannot stop playing. No, seriously, I would like to beat it now. Combining to make for an outstanding game of skill with a great deal to love and one very good reason to hate.
No, no, no. This can't be happening. I suffered hundreds of years to be king of ashes.
Problem.
Oh, mother, if I must be forsaken so,
Problem.
then forgive me. This one indulgence. Soon tarnished, wilt thou be taken in the jaws of the abyssal serpent.
Okay.
Shorn of light. Over and over again.
I have no words. I have no words for this. I have no words for this.
Maybe halfway through the DLC.
Oh my god. Cottontail VA, yeah. Tom Shock is Tom Shock, Wes, Ashley Heather Quills, Tash Ritter, McCrackle, Boo the Bow the Whale. I can't. Sorry about that. I hit a wrong button there. Only halfway through the DLC he is. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Hold on a second. What did you send me? What did you send me, girl? What did you send me? Hold on. Let me take a look. Oh. Thanks, Farted. Appreciated it, bud. Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. What do we got here? Hold on a second. I'm taking a look at something here. Oh, I don't think I can take a look at it right now because I am on stream. Yeah, I am on stream. I am on stream right now. I'll have... Oh, wait. What is this? There we go. Fears to Fathoms. Fears to Fathom Woodbury Getaway. What is this? What is this, Valk? Oh, God. Warpugs. Max0r is the best editor on YouTube. Flat out. Flat out. There is nobody better. There is no one better. Like, if I had a game studio, I would bring them in, give them a beta key, and wait for his video to come out before I released, because he does such a good job of not only just making somebody laugh, but showing off the absolute visuals of this game. It is so amazing how good he is at showing off, quite simply, everything there is to see for a game. Like, there is, every single time I have seen something from Max0r, it has been a masterclass in editing, in just sheer editing ability. And the shots that he picks, the meticulous way he goes about doing his videos, it's absolutely amazing. Steven, you have a wonderful night, bud. Jack, boss, would Corn be okay with a psyker who only used the powers of button? He wouldn't be okay with a psyker at all, dude. He wouldn't be a psyker at all. He wouldn't be okay with a psyker at all. But Max0r is so good at what he does. His comedic timing, he has the perfect voice for doing literally anything, but his comedic timing just takes it to a whole different level. Warpugs, I wish I had whatever computer he runs this on, because my God, the ability of that thing to withstand punishment is insane. My computer has trouble with what I do to it. I couldn't imagine doing what Max0r does to his computer. Oh my God. This was just absolutely outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Thank you, Galaxy Wide. Let me see. Well, back to my RL10 Erdtree blessing run of Elden Ring DLC. May Zekel Zaki spare my soul. I'm going to need a happy Thanksgiving and good night. And you will not get me to say the Tau or my... You will just won't get that at all. That won't happen for you. I'm sorry. No. Warpugs, I'm going to bring this particular part to a close. I'm going to get up in a few seconds here and talk to the wife. But first, like as soon as I bring this thing to a close, I'm going to make sure that we're going to check that out. That is some ridiculousness. But if you're watching the video, of this that I'm putting out later, check the links in the description below for all of Max0r's links, including the links for the album. And I will hope to see you guys next time.